just made my morning coffee, made my to-do list for the day, so we are starting off this Saturday on the right foot. If you listen to my episode on how I'm preparing for the new year, I talked about one of the steps that I like to take towards the end of the year is to like declutter and go through my apartment. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. Then if I have time, I want to finish my journaling that I do towards the end of the year, which I also talked about in that episode. I highly recommend listening to that episode if you want to get started on prepping for the new year and preparing yourself for your best year yet. I share some journal prompts, I share steps and tips that I do to help me prepare for the new year. That is the plan for today. Getting ready for dinner. I'm wearing my Zoffel set that I showed in my vlog, I believe 2 videos ago. You can't really see the details in this lighting, but I'm pretty much in all black right now. I'm wearing these heels. I believe I got them from H&M. I can't remember. And I believe the bag is thrifted. But anyways, we are about to head out now. So I will see you guys there. Excited right now. I just got my Christmas present from my boyfriend. It is the Amber Series instant photo printer, and I asked for this early specifically because I am working on a scrapbook that I started a while back. This is what it looks like, and I never really got far with it. I recently found it and I wanted to start up on it again, but I was waiting to get a photo printer so that I can print all the photos and things that I have on my phone, and I'm so excited. This is what it looks like. I still have to put it together. I'm not really good with these things, so hopefully I can figure it out so that I can start printing photos and hopefully start working on my scrapbook. I really want to catch up on this last year and fill up all of these pages, so by the new year I can start a fresh section and just like keep track of everything that's happened. Okay, so I think I got it connected. Oh. Something's happening. Something's happening. I think it's printing. Oh wait. I don't know what's happening. I think this is part of the process. Okay, let's trust the process. Oh my goodness. It's not even done yet. Wow, it actually worked. So I'm gonna let it sit for a second. I don't wanna like touch it right away, but I basically printed out this photo, which is a photo I took when we first moved into this apartment. Significant moment in our lives. So this is what it looks like. I look kind of crazy right now, but I'm so excited to work on this as a hobby and just for myself. I feel like as a creative person who has monetized a lot of my creative outlets like editing and, you know, videos and pictures and things like that, a lot of that has turned into work, which I'm very grateful for, but at the same time, it doesn't leave me much room for creative outlets that are just me creating for myself and not for content and not for other people or for likes, just for me. And this is like my new creative outlet, so I am so excited. Also, I'll be sure to link this down below if you're interested in getting this for yourself or as a holiday gift, whatever the case is. I think it is so worth it. So yeah, now that our coffee is secured, let's get crafty, guys. On dinner. I was craving something comforting. I wanted to make butter chicken originally, but I am out of one of the main ingredients, so I opted on making chicken fried rice, which is just as good. I really like this recipe because it's super simple and easy to make, and you really can't go wrong with it. You can customize it to however you like, which I will show you in a moment exactly what I use when I'm making chicken fried rice. So this is everything that I use when I am making my version of chicken stir fry. Emphasis on my version. So for vegetables, I like to use carrots, onion. Typically I use yellow onion, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using white onion, peas, and then green onion. And then I have 3 eggs as well as chicken. Of course, that's optional. You can use shrimp, beef, or just stick to vegetables if you'd like. Now in my chicken, I have salt, pepper, garlic powder. I don't season my chicken too much because the sauces that I use have a lot of salt, and that's where most of the flavor comes from. I also forgot to mention, with the chicken or whatever meat that you decide to use, make sure that it's thinly sliced. That's really, really important so that it cooks fast and evenly. You don't want it too thick. Just a little FYI, make sure it is thinly sliced. So for sauces, I like to use this oyster flavored sauce by this brand. This is the main sauce that I like to use with my recipe, and then I also use low sodium soy sauce. And then sometimes I will mix in some sriracha sauce while I'm cooking the dish, or other times I will just put it on top afterwards. So yeah, this is basically everything that I use. Oh, and of course, white rice. I do recommend using day-old white rice. I didn't know I would be cooking this today, so I didn't have any, so I had to make fresh white rice, but I'm letting it cool down right now. I use about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of white rice, and that usually is enough for 2 people, and then leftovers the next day. So this is everything that I use. Again, this is a super simple recipe. You really can't mess this up. Okay, so I like to use a pan like this for all my stir fries. It's not necessary, but I like to use something like this. And I'm going to heat it at around medium, a little bit lower than medium, just because I don't want it to burn. The first thing I'm going to do is cook the chicken, but if you're like me and are super paranoid with eating uncooked chicken, then overcook your chicken. Better safe to overcook your chicken than to get food poisoning. So whatever floats your boat. Okay, so once you saute your vegetables for a few minutes, you'll push them to the side like that and then add your eggs to the other side. Kind of just like to work around the edges and let it cook for a few seconds before I start scrambling them. Okay, so now I'm going to start kind of mixing it all together. Then I'm going to add the chicken, add the green onions, add my rice, and then I am going to add my sauces. I set the temperature to low. If you're working with colder rice, maybe a little bit above low, but since this is fresh, I'm just gonna put it to low. Now it's time to add the sauces. Now when it comes to the sauces, there really is no exact measurement that I use. I kind of just add as I go. I always say start with less and then add more if you need instead of adding too much. So I'm gonna start off with the oyster flavored sauce. I like to add more of this into my fried rice as opposed to the soy sauce. So if I am going to add more flavor or anything like that, I will be using this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of just drizzle some on, and then some soy sauce. And then I'll mix it together and then taste it to see what more I may need. I kind of just look for the color and then just taste it as I go, and then until I find the flavor that I'm looking for. This is what we have when we are all done. I topped it off with some sriracha sauce, fresh green onion, and then sesame seeds, and it smells so good. So I will share the steps to my recipe down below if you're interested in trying it out. Let me know if you do. I'm going to enjoy this now. I'll see you guys later.